So today we're going to be making these fun lightning bolt earrings, and we're going to be making them out of polymer clay. So if you want to learn how to do this, just keep watching. Okay, so the kind of clay I'm going to be using is Sculpey, and I got it in translucent. And I got the translucent because I thought, well, first of all, I find that the lighter colored clays are easier to work with. And also I thought after I painted it, like maybe one coat of acrylic paint, the translucentness underneath would give it a really cool effect. So I'm going to open it up. I'm just going to start off with one block. Oops. I just wanted one block. Make sure to wrap the rest up really tightly so it doesn't dry out. And we'll put it to the side for now. So first I have to work the clay, and to do that I'm just going to roll it, fold it, just make sure the clay is nice and pliable and ready to work with. Like I said, I really like working with light colored clay, white or translucent, because it's the softest in my opinion and easiest to work with. Alright, so now that the clay is ready to work with, all you're going to do is roll it up into a ball like this with your hands, and then you're going to kind of flatten it a little on your board. Take your rolling pin and flatten it out. I want to make my lightning bolt earrings about maybe 1/4 of an inch thick, so don't make it too thin. Don't make it too thick either, of course, or it'll be annoying dangling from your ears. That seems about good. So earlier I drew a lightning bolt on a piece of paper and cut it out for a little stencil like this. And yep, it's big enough for my stencil. I'm going to take an X-Acto knife to cut out the shape in my clay. So my lightning bolt is ready to go. Just gonna gently lift it up. Okay, it looks pretty good. Now the last thing I'm gonna do is add a little hole in the top so I can put the wire through so I can make them into earrings. So I'm gonna take a toothpick and just pierce right about there. Looks good. Alright. And go through from the other side too, just to make sure. Alright. Looks good. Now my first lightning bolt earring is ready. Now let's go make the other one. We're just going to do the same thing. Now just transfer your clay onto a baking tray and bake for however long the packaging tells you to. So mine says 275 Fahrenheit for 15 minutes per 1/4 inch. So I'm just going to bake them for 15 minutes. Here's what it looks like. I'm just going to let it completely cool before I move on to the next step. Alright, so my clay has cooled, and before I go on to painting it, I'm going to sand it a little bit. And I'm just using, plain old sandpaper. acrylic paint in deep yellow. I'm going to squeeze some out on my plate. And I'm going to use my paintbrush, and I'm just going to paint it on. Okay, so once they're dry, I'm going to go in with my glaze, and I'm using the Sculpey Gloss Glaze. So we're going to need some earring hooks, and you can actually buy these at Michael's. We're also going to need some pliers. I've got a pair of flat-nosed pliers right here, and some jump rings, which are basically little circular pieces of wire like this. You can also buy these at craft stores, or you can make your own with a little piece of wire. Where's my wire? Here it is. You can take this, cut off a little piece, use round nose pliers to bend it into a circular shape, and then it's pretty much the same thing. So remember, we made a little hole through that lightning bolt. Now we're just gonna string the jump ring through it. Ah! Ah! If you have clumsy fingers like me, it might be helpful to hold it with a plier. There we go. Good. Now that that's on, we're also going to put our earring hook through. So, just like that. And then we're going to close them up with our flat nose pliers. We're just going to get the two sides of it and squeeze. I don't know if you guys can see this. We've got the open jump ring right here. We're just going to squeeze it closed. Perfect. Now we got that. After that, I like to turn the open part, well, the part that you just closed, downwards so you don't see its ugliness. And you've got a lightning bolt earring. So here is the final product. So if you have any questions or comments, just leave them down below, and thank you for watching. Bye!